Hello. Now, this is for all independent UK estate agents. I want to show you how you can stand out from your competitors with this really simple video advertising strategy. Now, over the next 8 minutes, I'm going to share with you how you can actually attract local homeowners whilst building trust just using a really simple social media strategy. Okay, so we're using simple social media video posts, and this is so you can actually kind of outwit those agents who are actually using like low fees and the overvaluing tactics to actually win listings, which are very, very annoying, isn't it? Now, as a thank you for watching today, if you're already creating video ads, but you're not really sure about your results, drop me a line below, because we're actually looking for one case study in this for an independent estate agent to actually receive personalized script writing by Dan and editing support for their daily video ads over the next 60 days, okay? Hello, I'm Tina Sanford. Now, some of you might know me as the girl from Silly, with a passion for property and over 30 years of business acumen, including 20 years running my own businesses and ventures with hands-on UK property investing since 2006. Today, I'm here to share with you a simple method to showcase your expertise as an estate agent. And this is what will attract clients to in your local community, okay? And I don't know why you wouldn't do this, to be honest. Now, I want to take a look at why using video on social media, even if it's not a paid ad, can actually have a tremendous impact on your agency and help you stand out from your competitors, just like people like Holly Price, like Graham Howe, like Michelle Gallagher, like Jim Parker. You might not need to go into it as much as those guys do, but if you can just put something out that's specific and of value every single day, I promise you, in a year's time, you will notice the difference, even in 6 months' time. Now, the reason why is because video posts on social media actually create familiarity and build trust with local homeowners who actually, you're looking for those ones who are considering selling soon, but you want them all to know who you are and what it is you do. Yeah? I want you to think about this a minute. If you were going to sell your home and you called up 3 agents and one of them who turned up happened to be like a local celebrity, like let's say Tom Cruise, who are you going to choose out of those 3? You're going to choose the person you feel like you know, aren't you? Okay, maybe not Tom Cruise, but you know what I'm trying to say. Now, I actually want to kind of guide you through this process. And this is so you actually have a better idea on how you can actually effectively communicate your expertise so that you can actually secure more listings with much less hassle. You can tell it's the end of the day, can't you? Now, remember, if you're already creating video ads but want to enhance your results, just drop me a line below, because we are actually selecting one last case study estate agent to actually provide personalized support to in creating daily videos for the next 2 weeks, and we'll help you out over 60 days with this. Watch them and see what happens, okay? And we only want independent estate agents who are actually already creating videos, because we've got lots of other case studies going on already, which has been really exciting. Now, why is it useful for independent UK estate agents to actually utilize video right now on the social media pages? Why is it? Why do we keep telling you to do this? Why do we keep suggesting it? Well, we understand that independent estate agents win business by speaking to lots of people personally. Yeah, they're going around locally and they're networking, they're knocking on doors, they're dropping leaflets and hopefully seeing people while they're doing so. We know that you're trying to capture the attention of people who you might be able to help, okay? But we also know it's a lot of hard work. It's very long hours, yeah, to actually find people who want them to sell their home, and especially right now, because after the last few years, there has been an increase in estate agents. Franchises have kind of popped up all over the place, and they've got more people come in to sell them the dream. And there are just so many estate agents looking to sell houses. Okay. Now, on the other hand as well, we also notice that the UK corporate estate agents, they base their businesses around being gigantic. Now, they've been buying up the smaller estate agencies and letting businesses for the last probably 5 years or so. They've been actually kind of like gobbling them up. It's been quite scary to watch. And we can notice that they seem to be able to entice hundreds of people into their systems. They work with high volumes of homeowners who they have no idea anything about the actual person themselves. It's almost like a kind of factory processing type of way. And they kind of tend to use impersonal call centres for talking with people. And sadly, they seem to push their customers from pillar to post without care for anybody at all, even including their staff most of the time, to be honest. I've experienced this, more than once, unfortunately. Because if you don't know who to choose, you tend to choose the estate agent that you feel like you know. And you kind of see the brand. I mean, it's a bit like Heinz ketchup, isn't it? If you're in a foreign country and you see all the other weird brands and then you see Heinz, you gladly pay the price for like €2 or €3 more or a couple more dollars just to buy the Heinz because you know it's going to taste. Anyway, the point is the corporates are actually in a position where they can afford to pay thousands of pounds on their advertising and their marketing and their lead generation. So it's almost as if you feel like, what's the point? And the really sad part is most of the time I've noticed anybody going through that, it all feels so completely impersonal. And in general, homeowners do not receive a very good experience from going with the corporate. And I feel this is actually one of the biggest problems in the whole industry of estate agents overall. And if you notice this is a complete 180 turnaround for how decent estate agents, especially the independents, actually operate, which I'm guessing that's why you actually become one. I'm just guessing, yeah? Now, bearing all of this in mind, how would you feel if you could use a very simple method to actually get one step ahead of these corporations just by using this very easy and straightforward method? It's not expensive either. You just take a bit of your time. There is a downside because you do need to be able to record your own videos of yourself. This is essential. And lots of people say, why must I do it? Can't it be one of my staff? Can't you do it for me, Tina? Okay, well, I want you to imagine this for a moment. Let me make up a story. Let's see if I can get this right. Okay, now imagine if you wanted to sell your house, and let's say that your house that you wanted to sell is in an area that you actually don't live in anymore, or you haven't lived in for like 10 years. Let's say you've been overseas and you come back and you're at somewhere else. Let's say you're not an estate agent. Let's say that you've absolutely no knowledge about how the whole property sales market even works, since let's say you've had your entire focus on your own business, which was a fish factory in Newquay. Okay, this is back to the top. But my point is this, okay? Most homeowners really haven't even the first idea of what is even possible when they decide they need to sell their home. And unless you're there to tell them the possibilities, now let's say you never even get the chance to share those possibilities because there are so many other agents in your area now that it's hard for any homeowner to even know which 3 to invite out to their home, to give them that initial valuation, which really is your only opportunity that you would get to share your wisdom on how you could actually help them and in a way that's actually going to get them good results. And you know what happens if they have no idea at all, don't you? They're just going to go with the highest value given and or the lowest fee because they don't know why not to. Do you understand that? They're only going with the highest value because that's an emotion and the lowest fee because, again, that's an emotion. Okay? And it's only because they do not know why not to choose that. No one's told them. Okay? Does that make sense? They know nothing about how property sales marketing even works. Plus, there are some very sleazy tactics that some people use, some estate agents use, just to get that instruction. You know that, don't you? Imagine this instead, though. Imagine they're thinking they need to sell their home soon. Let's say they look up a few estate agents that evening online because they've been talking to their wife going, we're going to have to sell soon for one reason or another. Maybe there's a job come up and they're going to move away. Maybe the house is too big. Maybe their bills are too high. Maybe their mortgage is too high and they can't remortgage it right now. Let's say there's a few people and they're thinking, I'm really going to have to sell soon. Now, they look up a few estate agents on that evening online, okay? They've looked at a few and they go, I don't really know. How the heck do you choose? There's all these estate agents in my area. Look, there's 25 just come up on Google Maps. How the heck do you know? Yeah, they've all got reviews. They're all saying the same thing. I had a good time. You still don't know which 3 to choose to come and value your house. Anyway, let's say now they're scrolling through their feed. They're watching telly while they're scrolling through the feed. People do actually do this. I watch them, okay? And then you pop up into their feed on a video. Now, you start off, you have a really compelling headline that captures their attention immediately because it's just about what they're doing and it's about how to choose the best agent in town. They next see that you're actually able to show them a really simple method that they can use to actually do this for themselves. Okay? How they can actually work out who the best agent is for them. So they continue to watch your video because it's something they need to know right now, okay? It's polarizing. And with this, the magic of video marketing begins because, okay, this is a bit of gobbledygook for most of you, but because it's an online action, so it can be tracked by the person who's put the video out, or us if you can't work it out, okay? They now become part of your retargeting, let's call it a bucket, okay? Which basically means that you will actually get out there and they will see you again and again and again every single day, giving them more value, showing them what it is you can do for them. Let's say you've already created 10 to 15 videos already, okay? And these go out at £1 or £2 a day to keep in front of the people who've already shown an interest in you. So they get to see you in their feed every time they go to scroll. Can you imagine? Yeah, and they're thinking of selling. Okay, so each time they're going to have a look at what you're doing, especially if you've got a good headline. They say you've got a good reason for them to watch. Yeah. And with this, guess what happens? They get to know you. And you're showing them how you personally sell houses in a way that they weren't even aware of before. Yeah. That will get them the best price in the shortest amount of time. They're also going to see and learn how happy all your other homeowner clients have been with your service. Perhaps you can educate them on what to look out for with things like overvaluing, best ways to present the home, what to ask other agents who come to value their property. All those things that you would normally share at a valuation meeting. Guess who they're going to trust after they've seen all your videos? Familiarity, yeah? You'll become like a mini TV star. And guess who they will choose when the time comes to put their home on the market? This is the reason why we suggest that you record your videos. It really does help you to build that all familiar and that really important familiarity. Yeah, you will become like a local celebrity to them. Okay, because it's a television program, a little mini TV program sequence that they want to see. Plus, on the other hand, also because you then have the opportunity to share all of your valuable information with them about the best way to sell a home on the open market and get the best results with your local audience. You can share information about how you are different to any other local agent. And you can record and post your suggestions on how they can prepare their property too on your social media pages, plus some educational content. And this is so that all local homeowners then gain clarity on what it is that you actually do and how you can achieve the best results possible for their home sale. But the best part is this also creates your ideal customer, since they will already be ready for your method when you go to speak with them. They already know what it is you do. Now, the great part of doing this video method is the fact that you no longer need to worry about needing to be called out to those valuation meetings where you might not even be given sufficient time to share everything that you would need to share with the homeowner and their family, so they can understand that if they choose you, they will be looked after, and they would also be already aware of any underhand tactics which some agents might be using just to get their property on their books for whatever reason that they might have. Let me just put it, because there's some people outside shouting. That's fine, they're all having fun. Now, if you've watched this far and you're already creating video ads but not quite sure if they are bringing the best results, please drop me a line below, because we are looking for one case study independent estate agent who actually has enough time to record one video a day over the next 2 weeks and get a specific ecosystem set up. Dan will write your scripts and we will do all the hard work. All you need to do is record one video each day and then return it to us for editing and posting into your ads manager. Thank you for watching. But by implementing the simple video advertising strategy, you'll increase your online visibility, you'll attract more clients, and you will become the go-to estate agent in your area. Don't miss out on this opportunity to take your business to new heights. It's such a tiny thing. You can do all this organically. You don't need to put money on it, but putting money on